There are many types of drugs. Some can help while others cause harm, and even those which help, without moderation, can cause even more damage than good. Drugs can reach anyone, even those which one might believe to be in perfect health. Everyone can fall into its use. All it takes is a single taste. Drugs can damage relationships amongst family and friends. Those under its use can become isolated, and without any help, they will reject the rest of the world. Most people can't tell every symptom that a drug may cause on their body. Some among you might even sell them. Could you?
All right, this is Julian, and he's a student at UTEP, and he's going to be answering some questions for a documentary on the effects of drugs on society. And the first question is, how would someone being high affect their social life?
It would affect them in the way they will become more introverted because since they're high, they don't want like everyone to notice, so they don't talk too much with people.
Okay. What do you believe the side effects of marijuana is?
You forget stuff and you get hungry.
Okay. Do you know what heroin is?
Yeah, it's some drug that you inject or smoke, I
Okay.
guess.
Do you think it's easy to obtain drugs?
Some drugs,
Like what?
like weed.
Okay. And how do you think people find these drugs?
Like find them.
Like buy them or sell them?
I don't know. Like they meet friends who sell it or whatever.
Okay. Thank you.
Roberto Benavides, and this is,
My name is Tommy Ortiz.
and I'm here to ask him some questions for our project. So the first one would be, how would someone being high affect their social life?
Well, first of all, I think when someone gets high, it affects their social life because it also depends whether their family supports them doing drugs or if they're against it. So, as for a family who supports it, that might be good in their eyes for their kid or their loved one who's doing drugs. But for someone who doesn't come from that background and their kid or whoever family member starts doing that, I think that can affect them because that goes into a lot of problems and then they involve counseling and also because drugs are illegal. So it does affect you. It does affect your social circle, but it also is going to mostly affect you.
All right. And so for the second question would be, what do you believe the side effects of marijuana to be?
I believe side effects of marijuana. What I truly believe is I believe marijuana isn't bad. Or, I mean, look, this is what I have to say about marijuana. The only bad thing I can say about marijuana is I believe if you smoke over a long period of time, it will affect your lungs. But other than that, I don't know because I know they use it for medical purposes.
All right. And so the next question would be, do you know what heroin is?
Yes, I do.
All righty then. And so, do you think it's easy to obtain?
It's not. It's really not.
Okay. Then, so then for the final question would be, how do you think people find drugs?
Well, first of all, like I said, if you're from that circle, then you're around drugs, from your lifestyle. And to be honest, young people, you find drugs at school, parties, drugs are everywhere, and especially the way that the generation and the world's going now. It's also like a thing that people are saying, like, drugs are cool, look at me, I'm messed up, whatever. But I think that people find drugs almost kind of anywhere. But the thing is you're not going to be anywhere asking for drugs, So you're either you gotta know somebody or see somebody, and that's when I guess you'll ask them or send them a message.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'm Roberto Benavides, and this is,
Tyler Durden.
and here I'm here to ask him some questions for our project.
All right.
So the first question would be, how would someone being high affect their social life?
Well, someone being high affects your social life because when you smoke and you're high, you're not really there. I know people like to say that they went and go on a trip and that something happens and blah blah blah. But that's the thing, when you go on that trip, when you go on that high, you're not really with those around you. Yeah, you might be giggling, yeah, you might be doing this, but it's not really gonna stick to you. You get me? I don't know. Being high affects it in the way that you're with the people you love, but you're not really with them at the same time.
Okay then. So
So our next question would be, what do you believe the side effects of marijuana are?
You know, in terms of the side effects of marijuana, there's two sides to every coin, right? There's a lot of people saying that there's no side effects. There's a lot of people saying that it messes with your brain, with your future, with your lungs, cancer, everything. I like to believe both of them at the same time, right? We say, yeah, there are medical uses to marijuana. Of course there are. It reduces stress, it reduces anxiety, it helps pain, but we need to figure out why and how. The reason why it reduces stress and anxiety is because it kills brain cells, which makes you feel more relaxed, it makes you feel more dumbed down, you're happy, right? Mm-hmm. And that has a very long-term effect because brain cells, right, they don't regenerate ever in your life. What you're born with is what you got. So yes, there's very long-term long-term disadvantages to marijuana, but there are also short-term advantages to it as well.
Alright then. Our third question would be, do you know what heroin is?
Of course I know what heroin is.
Okay, then so for our fourth question would be, do you think that it's easy to
You know, I think it's really easy to obtain drugs. I feel like once you know that one person, even if you don't associate with them, right? They're always willing to like get you high. They're always willing to get you drugs, right? Because there's a lot of people that they think it's funny, they think it's a good time, and you know what? Maybe it is a good time and it's funny, but that's exactly what makes it so wrong. Is that why it's spreading like wildfire? Is because people aren't afraid to give you the drugs. And it's very easy to find. Once you know that one person, you can hit them up whenever you want. They want the money. They don't care about your health.
Okay, then so the last question that you've already somewhat answered would be, how do you think people find drugs?
Exactly. So drugs, the way you find them is a friend of a friend, a friend of a friend, parties, socials, anything social. You know, there's always that one person that wants to make the party more live, party cooler, better, strong, whatever, everything, right? So they bring a drug and everything, everyone's, oh, cool, I want to have a good time, all this. Well, now you know who brought the drugs. You know, it's hand in hand with, is it easy to find drugs? If you go to any party, you'll find it. It's easy.
All right then. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.